that looks like 10 hun. Whoever invented this is a genius. They deserve all the money in the world. Because the colors, here's the original. I have a lot of exciting things to talk about today. One of them being a very special package. The other one being this beautiful piece that I've started and I realized that I wanted to share with you all. And I'm gonna share my inspiration. But I got a good package today and I wanted to open it together. So let's do that. Okay, so I got this wonderful package. I'm not gonna show the other side, but you see it in the film. I also don't have socks of the day, but it's alright. I also there's a lot of new things that are happening here. So let me grab some scissors and open this up. So if you're wondering what this package is, I have purchased a secret t-shirt thing from 10 hun, and he also sent, yes, I said 1000. 10 hun is another YouTube channel, very well known, and he had a huge sale last week in one of his videos. I got 4 shirts, I believe. Ooh, 4 shirts, 2 stickers. Oh no, my sticker is right there at the very edge. Ooh, look at these shirts. 4 shirts, 2 stickers, so whatever shirt they wanted to pick. Can you see it? I'm gonna zoom in on this. Okay, let's see. So I got this sticker that's gonna go on my cart, which I realized I didn't have a 10 hun sticker on my art cart. Ooh. Oh, this is dope. I got this shirt. Oh my god, this is so cool. I like this option because I feel like I would have not picked some of these, but I wanted to, you know, branch out. This would be so cool. With like a blazer and some jeans. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. Okay, so I realized that the angle is kind of weird, so this one, super cool. It's like a dude on a motorcycle with, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I can see myself wearing this with like a professional blazer, tucking it in, wearing it to school. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and I also mentioned I got this sticker for my art cart. Love it. Oh my goodness, look at this. They are my favorite couple ever. Nice colors, I love everything. Here's this shirt. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. I got large just to give me a little extra wiggle room to tuck in the shirt. That looks like 10 hun and 2 other characters. That's my dog barking. Yes. So this one's so freaking cute. Okay, so it says 10 hun in the front and in the back. Oh my god. That's it. So cool. Love it. I just love the colors. The first 3 have been black, but this yellow. Oh my god. stop it. I love this yellow. I think I remember when he did this spray can art piece on like all these extra spray cans that he had. It's pretty dope. So I got little 10. I had to get this. I mean, this is literally him. So cute. Love that. Because I ordered all of that and it was over a certain amount, they gave us a free poster. Oh my god, what is it? Can you see this together? Nice! Signed. This is my third 10 Hun poster signed. Love that. Oh, this works well because now I have a black and white one. I think the other one's pink. More on the realistic side. It's Chelsea, his wife. And now I have this one. Well, the black and white one is of a girl. And then the dude could probably go in the middle somewhere. Maybe I can take these to my office. Cool. Nice little unboxing for you guys. A 10 Hun art haul. Here is my little 10 Hun haul. Check it out. Sick. I actually just started painting this and then the doorbell rang and I was like, what's that? And it was the 10 Hun stuff. So let's find a spot for him. Move my I love bacon. I'm actually a vegetarian, so I don't eat bacon. I like veggie bacon. Ooh, is that too big? No, this is going on my laptop. Hold on, gotta grab my laptop. Kind of want to put it right here. Right above Studio Maggie. There he is. Oh, I'm not shooting him, I'm just like pointing to him. Aw. Another great announcement. I got a new, what is this called? Microphone. And I got the DJI. They come in like this little box. You have the main port and the 2 mics. Worth the investment. I think in my last video I mentioned that I had bought this one that was $20 from Amazon, super cheap, but it kept on dying in the middle of me recording and it was super frustrating. So what's cool about this, if you see that I have my little mic on here and I have my mic pouch in here, so I'm like wired underneath. I'm also very hot. And it has a backup recording system. So if for whatever reason the system over here isn't recording, at least I have backup audio, which the other one didn't have, and there were times where I was recording and then I would go to edit and the audio was all wrong and it would cut out on a huge portion of the art. I don't want to worry about that type of stuff. Like, yeah, all this camera gear and things are fun, but I want to be able to get the art done, record it, talk to you guys, not have to worry about it. And I spent hours watching reviews on this, and this one's pretty cool. I have my landscape painting here. I'm working with a bristle brush, a stipple, try saying that really fast, stiff and stipple type of brush. I really like these. They're super cheap. These are actually from those little packs that you get when you, actually, are they? I don't know. I got these so long ago. If I'm not mistaken, I got these at AC Moore when it was AC Moore, which no longer exists, but these came with a bunch of other types, I believe. But these are so cheap and affordable, and I'm also going to be using this. I haven't used it yet. These are my Chinese calligraphy brushes. And I have my Stay Wet palette. Love this thing. The only issue that I've come across is if you put a lot of paint, they all tend to like smudge together. So far so good. No molding yet. I haven't washed any of the things. I do occasionally, and this has been sitting here for about a week. I do occasionally mist it whenever I remember. Like right now I can see like a bunch of dust on here. That's the only thing that I've noticed. I would say that this size is not suitable for acrylics. I would definitely I do see myself getting a larger palette. But I love this thing. Like the fact that I can just open it, grab a brush, and start painting is my dream. Alright, so this is already dry, and I love this acrylic paint I mentioned before. But this was inspired by a piece that I did on site, and then I implemented that piece in one of my sketchbooks, and then I did it 3 more times. But I have the 3rd iteration here, I believe. So this is that piece, and you can see where it's going. And this is done with gouache. I really loved the illustrative quality of this painting, and I love how there's color. Like green, whenever you're painting landscapes, you're not just painting green, you're painting blues, yellows, pinks, reds, all sorts of things. And I really love that you can see that with the shadows and things like that. So this is what I'm going for with this bigger piece. So the other piece I'm referencing is this one. This has been the start to this connection series, and this painting I did a while ago in one of my videos, but it was based off of a photo, and I think I was inspired by Frida and a couple of other artists, and I'll link that video. But I didn't think that this was going to take me down this long journey of creating paintings like this. So I've created maybe 20 or so different types of landscapes, similar style, just different colors. Of course, there's a couple different textures, different trees, different mediums, but this is the one, the catalyst, that is setting off this series. And the other little painting that I have been referencing is this one, and primarily for color. I also started another sort of interesting way of painting landscapes and then imagining what it would look like in a section. So in architecture, a section means you cut through something, so I just imagine me cutting through the landscape and seeing the inside of those landscape pieces. So this is one iteration, more blobby, and I have a couple others that are in a blockier form. Let me go grab those. Here is this interesting one that came almost intuitively. I started to use a reference photo for this one, but then I kind of freeformed and flowed out of it, and this is what I got. It kind of looks like a heart. And this one is called Hidden Cave, I believe. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm working on a bunch of different art pieces to hopefully enter into a show. So that's that. Here are a couple of landscapes on wooden panel. Oh yes, the last one was on wooden panel, but this is similar to the first one I showed you. This has acrylic wash, I believe, and Posca pens. So I really love this style. And look. Then I have a couple of different ones. So this is the first one where I started playing around with mountains and imagining what the water would look like underneath if you technically cannot cut water, but it'd be interesting if it were a solid form and what you would see underneath as if you were to treat it like soil. Then we have more illustrative and then more blockier formats. Then we have more of a realistic tree where the section this time, instead of cutting through the land, it cuts through the sky and the form and then leaves a realistic tree out. Kind of like this one. Still testing out this style though. This one is one without any realistic forms and just cutting through both land and sky, so that was fun. Then we have another one, super colorful. I started to test out color pencil on it and I didn't like it, so I just left that as is. But I definitely like the gouache by itself. And here is the original iteration of the same area that is this. The exception is that I was in this area and then I kind of like on site, I turned my body to the other area. So imagine if these two areas were to be next to each other. Actually, let me pull the other one. So imagine if these two areas were to be next to each other and I was sitting in front of this, then I turned my body and I painted this. This area here is a little dark. Looking at the reflection, you can start to see the underlayers of certain things. And I think, so I just need the bottom edge, of course. Now, again, let this dry. I'm gonna let it fully dry. I have a good undercoat. You can see where each of those things are sort of blocked in. Now I can start to add the detail and brighten things up. I think I'm gonna actually, before I let things dry, I'm gonna try to finish off this palette and rinse things off just in case if things are molding underneath, is what I've heard about these stay wets. So I'm gonna add a couple of oranges, some purple, the rest of this blue. I don't know, I'm just gonna make it chunky. So let's see how that works. Okay, I made a huge progress. I think this is a great stopping point to allow a lot of the paint to dry. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. It looks so good in the view. I love the colors. I didn't think I would like adding the orange, but I think it needs that extra pop. And then it will also help once they start to add some of the brighter pinks. I have to figure out how to make that neon pink in this specific acrylic. I also was able to use a large amount of the leftover paint. So what I'm going to do is scrape off all of that, wipe it onto a towel and throw it in the trash. Supposedly you can reuse these things. Let me put this brush down. So if you look under here, this is the sponge. I didn't detect any mold so far, but I don't know. Let's see underneath. I'm not supposed to get paint on it, but oh yeah, there's a little bit of mold happening. Yeah, so you see that white stuff. Let's see if you can see it. That white stuff right there, that's a little bit of mold. So we need to clean this ASAP. But I'm really impressed with this Stay Wet palette. Definitely recommend it. Love, love, love. I'm gonna clean up and I'll show you in the near future. This palette is the most highest, if those are even words. The best thing I will ever recommend. If I ever recommend anything on this channel, this is it. You guys, go buy one of these. Whoever invented this is a genius. They deserve all the money in the world. I mean, it's absolutely exactly what it says. Stay Wet Handy Palette. Was so easy to clean. First, quickly before my camera dies, because I'm like pushing the limits over here. Cleaned off super easy. What I did was scraped off everything. Not to mention that this works well with palette knives. They mentioned like there's a couple little hair things, fibers as you could probably call them, that come up, but what I did was actually, this is on the right way. Look at that. I reused this, washed it as best as possible, still moist. The mold came off of this. It wasn't terrible. It was just like, starting. So I caught it in time. Not to mention that I haven't cleaned this in over maybe 3 or so weeks whenever I bought it, however long ago. I, opened it, set it up. Guys, here is the final product. It's a little bit different than the original idea, and that's because the colors, here's the original. The colors of this particular paint don't necessarily come in these, and it was a challenge also with the different medium types. So this acrylic is very shiny, and when things dry you kind of have like this glossy texture that you're painting on top of, but also some of the colors aren't showing through properly on the camera, so let me get up close a little bit. Alright, so here's the original inspiration, and here is the final shot. Yep, those are accurate. The one thing I did have a challenge with was the yellow. This particular yellow here is very, very thin. And then I tried to use some of the yellow ochre. I think this is like lemon yellow and that's yellow ochre. Too thin. It wasn't giving that neon green that I was looking to acquire from this particular corner. So you can see that that corner looks more like a cave and this looks more like a bush. Those are the two side by side. But yeah, I like it. I think I'm gonna let it dry, let it sit for a couple days, and see if I can add any other types of mediums. Maybe oil pastel would be fun to add. Create some variety with different things. I love this sky. It's probably my favorite thing about it. And the last thing I have to do is paint the bottom edge of the canvas because everything was sitting on top of that particular thing. But yes, there it is. Okay, so that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, between the unboxing, the art overview, and the complete piece that we were able to create. I really had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. So as always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!